So if you've hung around the channel at all, you may have seen this crazy little one-door EV called the Microlino. And if this is new to you, we've covered it in depth with a few other videos, but we're not talking about this little fella today. In fact, we're going to take a quick look at its little brother, the Microletta, which ends with an A. So I guess that makes this its little sister maybe. What's up, Motorheads, and welcome back to Gearbox Pizza. So we don't really spend much time looking at scooters, but that's not to say we don't ride, because here at Gearbox Pizza we do, but usually with gas-powered big boys. But today, we just wanted to show you this little fellow, which as far as electric scooters go, this one might just be the one to beat. Anyhow, so to state the obvious, there's two wheels up front, so naturally this is going to be a little bit more stable to ride than your typical moped. And like that Vespa that you've been comparing this to in your head, there's a large step through that helps make this thing a little easier to ride. This layout allows the front wheels to lean into turns and actually is a big help on uneven surfaces like cobblestone or brick by doubling your traction points up front. Alright, so let's talk some specs. Well, before we really get into it, I think it's worth mentioning that under the seat, you're going to find a pair of battery packs that store 4.2 kilowatt hours worth of juice, which is great and all, but the headline here is that they're removable. Yeah, so you can take the battery with you and charge her up under your desk or whatever, effectively doubling your range in a lot of ways if you think about it. Range-wise, we're looking at a pretty solid 62 miles per charge, and a full 0 to 100 charge can be had in 4 hours or less. Keep in mind though that with the batteries being removable, your real range and more real-world circumstances is going to be more than enough. Top speed, we're looking at a plenty quick 50 miles an hour, and to be honest, even if you could go faster on one of these, I don't think I'd recommend it. That is assuming you'd like to keep your face attached to your head. Anyhow, good news here is that most parts of Europe and even in the US, this fella can be legally operated with just your run-of-the-mill driver's license. Although, at least here in the States, getting your motorcycle's license is pretty much all about taking a weekend safety class, which you should probably consider either way. So that just leaves the price, and yep, I think this is good news as this thing comes in just shy of $5,000, which makes it more expensive than like a nice e-bike, but a good clip cheaper than a decent Vespa. So if you're looking for a fun and cool looking way to get around the city and would like to stick electric, I do think this is worth checking out.